Okay, so now previously we have seen how to use user-defined function, how to call, and how to create more than one user-defined function. Okay, so now we are going to do one step further, how to pass variables to another function. Okay, so now as you can see here, this is a very simple program calculating the area of a circle. Okay, so it's working. So let's run this. So enter radius. So I put 3.5 and then I'll get the area. Okay, so now what I want to do is I don't want to burden my main program so much. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to remove these two. Okay, I want to take them out, meaning the formula to calculate area and to display the area, some other function is going to do it. Okay, so I've taken it out. Okay, here got two, so I need to create one function. So let's say void calculate underscore area brackets. Okay, and then open curly braces, and then I put everything on top, and then I close. Okay, done. So I have calculated the area. So here I can remove some spaces. So for main program, I don't have area anymore. Okay, so I can remove this variable. Alright, because in main I only have radius. I'm taking only the radius. Void calculate area, I am calculating and displaying the area. So I need to have area here. Alright, this area is a new variable. This radius is not a new variable. It is actually coming from the main. Alright, so first thing, this area variable I need to declare area. Okay, so I have declared my area. So now how to get my radius? Because radius is taken from main, but my calculation is done in a different function. Assume that this is one house and this is another house. Okay, how can a house have something from another house which is not sent to it? Like for example, here I have radius, but radius is actually from main. How can I have radius here when the radius is here? It's very simple. Okay, I need to call this function. Okay, so after getting the radius, I will call the function calculate area. Okay, but now I cannot just leave the brackets empty. Previously we do that. Okay, but now we cannot, because I need to pass something here so that I can have the value here and I can use it in my calculation. Remember, radius is coming from here, not here. So when you call, you need to pass the value. So inside the bracket, I put radius. Okay, so if in these brackets you have radius, this bracket cannot be empty. You must have radius as well, but you need to put it as float. Okay, you need to put it as float. Here no need, you're just passing. Alright, because float radius is already here. Okay, so you don't have to put float radius again. But when the calculate area function, at the function itself, you receive it like this. Okay, this is the sending part, this is the receiving part. Okay, so when you are receiving, you have to have the float, the data type. That's why you don't have to have something like this anymore. No need. Okay, because it has done here. Alright, so you don't have to do it again here. Okay, so how it works? In main function, you get radius. Because you want someone else to calculate for you, you have to pass the radius to them. And then they will get the radius, and then they can calculate and they can display the area. Right? And don't forget the prototype. Alright, the prototype, what we can do is we can just copy this. It's exactly the same. Copy. Put it here. Okay. Put a semicolon. Don't forget. But you don't have to specify the variable name. Remove it. So this is your prototype. Okay. So you have your main function getting the data for you. The data is passed to another function. The function will calculate and display the result. Let's run this. Okay. So enter radius. Let's put 12.67. Enter. That will be your area. This radius is done here in the main function. The area is calculated here in the calculate area function. Okay. Now, let's do a bit of change. Let's say I did not pass the radius. I remove this. Okay, I remove this. So let's compile. Error. Okay, so even here I remove. Alright, so run it. So there is a problem here. It's asking where is this coming from. The error message is stating they don't know what the value is. Remember, this is a different function. This is a different function. If you want a function to help you out, you have to pass the value. Okay, so the correct one is float over here, pass the radius over here, and here I'll get the full declaration radius. Then only it understands from where this is coming from. Okay, so you have prototype, main function, passing a value to another function.